These upcoming games are being shaped by new technology that changes moment-to-moment gameplay. From survival horror to racing and stealth action, these titles are built around NVIDIA's DLSS 4 and 4.5 technology. This shows how performance, lighting, and image clarity are being pushed forward in the next wave of games. Let's dive right into it. Resident Evil 9. Requiem is a single-player survival horror game where players control Grace Ashcroft and Leon S. Kennedy in dark, confined locations built around careful movement and sudden combat. Gameplay shifts between tense survival sections and more action-focused moments, with lighting and shadows playing a major role in visibility. The game works closely with NVIDIA through DLSS 4, using AI-based upscaling, frame generation, and path tracing to improve image quality, lighting detail, and smoothness during gameplay. Defect is a squad-based shooter set in a cyberpunk city ruled by an AI called The System, where players complete tactical missions in solo, co-op, and competitive modes. Gameplay focuses on movement, objectives, and systems like taking control of enemy bodies during fights. The game works closely with NVIDIA through DLSS 4, using AI upscaling and multi-frame generation to improve image quality and keep gameplay smooth during intense combat.
What are we waiting for?
007 First Light is a third-person stealth action game by IO Interactive that shows an early version of James Bond earning his 00 status. Missions allow different ways to deal with threats, mixing stealth and direct action depending on the situation. The game works closely with NVIDIA through DLSS 4.5, using AI-based super resolution and multi-frame generation to improve image clarity and increase frame rates. This collaboration is designed to keep motion smooth and visuals stable during fast action and detailed scenes.
It's engaged all the way while telling a super interesting story. Since it's the origin story, really trying to hammer his license to kill and how he can actually become the superhero that we all know and love.
We are a game-first company. We have a world system team to build tools so we can make better immersive worlds. Glacier Engine is truly a creative platform. Because of the visual graph that we have, the node-based editor, that gives the full freedom to our designers to have the overview, so they can decide where to use what. So you can actually change an asset, could be a texture, could be a geometry, and then you will be able to see it in the game instantly without any packing, loading, building times.
The primary tech that we are developing together with NVIDIA is all the DLSS features, especially of DLSS 4. Everything from multi-frame generation to super resolution is incredibly useful and something that we have integrated very closely into the game. We've made a new volumetric smoke system that really tries to push the limits of how we can represent smoke and fog and explosions in the game. And this is something that's not been done anywhere before.
Having software and hardware working together and getting the best out of it while using these techniques really helps us to push the limits, to give us a freedom that our designers can really go beyond the limitations of the hardware.
We also want to make sure that we can improve on the action elements of the game. So shooting and cover mechanics and all that sort of stuff has also taken a huge leap forward to make sure that it's an actual action game. We've developed a completely new animation system for James Bond, and we've also developed a new AI system that tries to take a Hitman approach, but in a new quality direction, and making sure that the interactions that players get with NPCs are actually believable and as top-notch as we can do.
As game developers, we entertain people, but entertainment is not just fun, it's also creating those memories. So we are very proud building games that people remember.
I would hope that we find a new, fresh audience for Bond and that they get to connect to this character. And I would hope for them that they get to fall in love with him a little bit like we have during this development.
We are very proud at being the team that can actually bring 007 back into gaming. This is something that we want to nourish and see what we can do to encourage players to actually just enjoy this experience that we're crafting for them.
Screamer is an anime-styled arcade racing game built around high-speed combat, twin-stick controls, and the ecosystem that manages boosting, defense, and attacks during races. Gameplay focuses on constant movement, drifting, and timing offensive actions while competing against aggressive rivals. The game launches with NVIDIA DLSS 4 support, using multi-frame generation to raise frame rates and keep motion smooth at high speeds. DLSS 4.5 can also be enabled through NVIDIA app overrides, improving image stability and clarity while maintaining fast performance during intense racing moments.
Phantom Blade Zero is based on Rembrandt, an indie game I made all by myself in...
Phantom Blade Zero is an action RPG where players control an assassin named Soul and rely on fast sword combat, precise timing, and chained attacks to survive intense encounters. Combat is built around reading enemies, parrying, and striking at the right moment, with a limited 66-day lifespan system shaping how fights and missions are handled. It works with NVIDIA technologies, using DLSS 4 with multi-frame generation to improve performance and ray tracing to enhance lighting, shadows, and reflections. These features are designed to keep combat smooth while making scenes clearer and more detailed during fast action.
Entertainment industry such as steampunk, folklore, and also cosmic horror and such. In doing this, we're going to create something both authentic as well as universal. Our hero Soul was heavily wounded in the heart, so he has only 66 days left to live. With this very limited time, he has to find a way to save himself, as well as finishing his revenge. But on the way, he found out there is some darkness that may destroy the world, and then he changed his priority from saving himself to save the world. But I would say it's neither Souls-like nor hack and slash. We would love to create something in between, something with both the explorations and also fast-paced combat. Some players want accessibilities while the others want challenges. So we will have different difficulty options for both of them. And we want to make each difficulty options unique. The very good thing for PC gamers is they have different ways to experience the game. I think RTX and DLSS 4 are the main features that enhance our game a lot. As a small team, these technologies can get us a top level of graphics. The rain is one of our core environmental features. So having a convincing presentation of anything in the rain is important. And also we have a lot of surrealism scenes that needs to be done in a very unique way. So we count on ray tracing system for this. It's difficult to maintain the frame rate while you have a top-notch graphic. So DLSS 4 and other NVIDIA technologies support us to get a stable frame rate while getting the best graphics. Phantom Blade Zero is coming to Steam on September the 9th, 2026. Go wishlist the game so you can join us for what's next. Thank you for the support. See you next time.
プラグマタは2人の主人公を同時に操作してゲームを進める新感覚の SF アクションアドベンチャー。
PRAGMATA is a sci-fi action game where players control two characters at the same time, Hugh and the android Diana, inside a damaged lunar research station. Combat mixes shooting and hacking, with Diana breaking enemy defenses while Hugh attacks their weak points in real time. Lighting and shadows play a big role in how enemies and spaces are read during fights. The game supports NVIDIA DLSS 4 and full path tracing, using AI, upscaling, and frame generation to keep visuals clear and motion smooth during action-heavy scenes.
そんなヒューを助けたのがルナフィラメントで作られた特製のアンドロイドディアナでした。ディアナのハッキングとヒューのシューティング、異なるゲーム性の融合がユニークなゲームプレイ体験をユーザーに提供します。一見すると大柄な男が小さな少女を守るだけの関係に見えるかもしれませんが、2人は共にお互いを助け合うバディです。ヒューがピンチになった時にはもちろん、ディアナがハッキングで助け、協力して月面施設の探索を進めていきます。
プラグマタではパストレーシングが実装されます。光が環境の中で実際にどのように反射し、拡散し、 回り込むのかを再現することで、より生命感のあるビジュアルを生み出します。これにより反射、影、間接光がより自然となり、まるでハイエンドの SF 映画のような表現がゲームの中で実現されます。パストレーシングはゲーム表現を根本から変える技術であり、レンダリング手法における大きな転換点となります。今回初めて紹介させていただいたパストレーシングの対応に加えて、DLSS マルチフレームジェネレーションへの対応も予定しています。NVIDIA DLSS によりフレームレートを向上させ、遅延を低減し、全体的な画質を高めることで、幅広い PC 環境で素晴らしいゲーム体験を提供できるようになりました。
PC ゲーマーの皆さんに実際にゲームをプレイしていただき、ユニークなゲームプレイと様々なメカニズムがシームレスに連携する要素を体験していただけることを本当に楽しみにしています。PC ゲーマーの皆さんには現在 Steam にて配信中のデモを実際にプレイしてみてほしいと考えています。
Hey everyone, NVIDIA Ace is our suite of technologies that bring game characters to life. Game devs are always exploring.
Total War Pharaoh is testing an experimental NVIDIA Ace AI advisor that works inside the main game as a guidance system. The advisor explains complex systems like the economy, armies, and internal problems using real-time game data. Players can ask questions using text or voice to understand why events happen and what actions may help. The feature uses a local AI model, needs extra GPU memory, and is being tested with a limited group of players.
In Total War, players command armies, manage economies, and navigate diplomacy. Creative Assembly's R&D team is exploring how we can enhance the familiar advisor with NVIDIA Ace to better guide players on their journey to becoming a powerful ruler in the Bronze Age. NVIDIA Ace connects on-device AI to live game state and a vast knowledge database, allowing the advisor to retrieve key information and deliver contextual advice. Let's see it in action. This experimental AI feature aims to make Total War more approachable for players of all skill levels. In Total War, a victory on one front can be followed instantly by trouble on another. Moments like this are where new players often feel overwhelmed, and the advisor can help diagnose what sparked the uprising. Let's ask, why has a rebellion broken out? The advisor can also break down options, helping you understand what actions you can take to stabilize the situation. And before heading out to put down the revolt, the advisor can help you assess your strengths, almost like consulting your war council before committing to battle. Our first step in this journey will be launching an experimental phase with select members of the Total War community in the coming months.